happy we're in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And we couldn't have asked for better weather for today's game between the Pittsburgh Panthers and the LSU Tigers. And here come the Tigers. EA Sports welcomes you to another game of NCAA football. Hi, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler here with my co-hosts Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. If you compare these teams on paper, they really look to be pretty equal. Kirk, what do you think?
Well, in a close matchup like this, I always like to look at the individuals. Pittsburgh knows all too well about playmakers as they have one of their own at the running back position. This guy's got way too much talent to be contained. Lee, I think he'll lead them to a close victory.
I can tell you one thing I know about this game. Pittsburgh is going to win this one because of one reason: their ability to run the football. That coaching staff has done a nice job of putting together an offensive line that can really open up some holes.
Thanks, Kirk and Lee. Well, the team captains look like they're ready for the coin toss, so we'll send it down to the field. And they're ready to kick this one away.
Start the game. Number 17 back to return.
Here's the kick. Number 17 fields it at the 1. They'll set up shop at the 19.
First and 10.
LSU comes out in the shotgun. Here's the option. And he's taken down. He keeps it and picks up maybe a yard.
1 yard gain on the play.
Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on their own 20. The Panthers bring in the nickel package. They'll run the option. Spinning. They'll drop him for a loss. Well, the defense really put the clamps down on that run.
Boy, Brad, great effort up front by that defense.
Third and 11. Ball on the 18-yard line. The Panthers line up with 6 defensive backs. He steps up. He's looking. Throws to the middle. His receiver has it. And down he goes. A good play fake that time.
Here, the play action was key. It held the linebackers there by the fake by the running back, and the running back did a very nice job of carrying out his fake.
And the quarterback did a tremendous job of the fake handoff, too.
4th and 2. Ball on the 27-yard line.
They come out in a punt formation.
Jackson back to return.
Number 80 punts it, and it's a good one. Jackson fields it at the 26. And now we get to see this offense for the first time as they head out onto the field. They'll start this drive at the 38. Pittsburgh comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. And he's taken down at the 42. He carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards. Second and 6. Ball on the 42. The Panthers line up with 2 tight ends. Fullback on the inside give. And down he goes at the 44. 2-yard carry by the fullback. Third down and 4 coming up on this one. Ball on the 44-yard line. They line up in an I. And he's taken down at the 50-yard line. The running back gives them 6 on the ground. First and 10. Ball right around midfield. The Panthers come out in a 2 tight end set. They go with the option. Gets Edwards. And down he goes. And a good play there.
Here they give it to the fullback on the option, and the big guy gets good yardage.
Yep, good yardage and a first down.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 29. Number 8 with 3 wide receivers. And he's taken down. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry. Second and 8 coming up here. This is the 6th play of this drive. Number 8 comes to the line with 3 wide. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And down he goes. The halfback gets the call and picks up 5. It's third down and 3 to go. Ball on the 22-yard line. Pittsburgh comes out with an I formation. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws. And he dropped it. They'll call on the field goal unit here. He gets it up. And it's through the uprights. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. And they'll be returning this one. Number 17 takes it from the 6. So the offense takes over, and the last time they had the ball, they had a tough time getting anything going. They'll take over at the 22-yard line. LSU sets up in the I. He drops back. Steps up across the middle. He had a very small window he was trying to throw to on that one.
Yo, you called that a window? The defender had it shut pretty tight. That was a poor decision by the quarterback.
So it's second and 10. Ball on their own 22. Pittsburgh brings in their nickel package. Back to pass. Down the middle. Finds his receiver, and he's taken down. So they pick up quite a few yards on that play, Kirk.
Well, that was an excellent route, and he did a great job of holding on to the football.
Third down and short. Ball on the 32. The Tigers line up in a goal line formation. Nice play fake. Finds a man. And down he goes at the 44. Wow, how about that third down conversion?
Boy, what a play here, guys. I'm really impressed with the poise of this young quarterback. He was very cool and collected out there on that third and long play.
First and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. Number 10 lines up in the shotgun. With the spin, nothing doing. Tackled for a loss on the play.
Well, there's not much he could do to get away from that big defensive lineman.
It's second down, 15 to go. This is the 5th play of this drive. The Tigers go with the I formation. And he's taken down. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
And we've come to the end of the first quarter with the score, Pittsburgh 3, LSU nothing. The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. Pittsburgh brings in the nickel here. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Look out! And they couldn't hook up on that one.
Intended receiver on the play. Fourth and 13. Ball on the 41.
No surprise here as they prepare to punt it away.
Jackson back to return.
It's off, and it is a dandy. Jackson calls for the fair catch. 3 points was the result of their last drive as the offense heads out for another. They'll get the ball here at the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
Number 8 comes to the line with 3 wide. And down he goes. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Second and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 22. Pittsburgh comes out with an I formation. He jukes. He spins around. And he's taken down. About 7 yards on that carry.
7-yard gain on the play.
Third down and a yard. Ball on their own 29. Pittsburgh sets up in the I. They'll try to get the first on the ground. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. Nice defensive stand there.
And some good play calling defensively. They always had someone in the right spot to make a play and force the 3 and out.
The special teams coach sends his punt team out on the field. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Number 2 fields it at the 26.
Now, the reason why that's a good opportunity for the returner to run it back is because of the pressure up front. When there's pressure, the punt protection team always blocks a little longer, and they don't get down the field as fast.
They'll go to work at the 35. LSU comes out with an I formation. He steps up, complete, and down he goes. And he got stopped before he even got started on that thing.
That defense had their eyes on that kid the entire time. Whoa.
It's second down and 7 to go. Ball on the 38. They line up in an I. They go with a run. And he's taken down. The fullback rumbles ahead for about a yard.
1-yard gain on the play.
Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up. Ball on the 39. Number 10 lines up in the shotgun. He drops back. Across the middle. And it's caught. And down he goes. Nice play call to get him the conversion.
When a team converts on 3rd down, they can really frustrate a defense. When they converted 3rd and long, it just makes them sick.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 48. The Tigers line up with 3 wide. Back to pass. Steps up. Throws this one out to the right. Found his man. He's all the way down to the 22-yard line. And the wideout gets a chance to show what he can do.
Oh, he sure does. And he doesn't disappoint either. Great athletic ability.
It's 1st and 10. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Number 19 lines up in a deep back. I formation. Drops back to pass. Wants it all. Going deep. And he's got it. Touchdown. Guys, how fast is this kid?
Well, it's pretty simple. You can see it right there. Nobody on the field can stay with him.
This field, I don't think anybody in the country can keep up with this guy. He's out there playing catch me if you can.
And he tacks on the extra point. So under 3 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. And the score, LSU 7, Pittsburgh 3. LSU to kick. Hill and number 83 back deep to return. Kicks it off. Hill fields it at the 9. Not a very good series for this offense on their last drive as they were forced into a 3 and out.
Boy, oh boy, they had nothing going last time.
And maybe, Scooter, you need to get out there and show them what you're made out of.
Somebody get me a helmet quickly.
They'll set up shop at the 27-yard line. Going with the shotgun here. Here's the option. Fakes it. Shoves him away. He's into the open field. At the 40. Down the sideline. How about that play?
I thought it was good night, sweetheart time right there.
You're right about that, Coach. Excellent job by the running back on that little option play.
First and 10. Ball on the 15. They line up in an I. The option left. He's got an opening. And he's taken down at the 2. Nice running on the option there.
That was a spectacular option keeper there, and I'm going to tell you why. It looked like that play was going nowhere, but this quarterback made the right choice by holding on to the football.
You're right. Good heads-up play there by the QB.
Let's see if they can get it in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Pitt! Good touchdown run by the quarterback.
Yeah, but also let's give credit to the big guys up front. They got a good push to give the quarterback enough room to get the ball in.
I got to see that one again. And he hits the PAT. So with less than 2 to go in the 2nd quarter, our score is Pittsburgh 10, LSU 7. Jackson is lined up to kick this one off. Number 2 and number 17 deep to return. Number 17 has it at the 5. They're ready to start another drive, hoping to duplicate the results of the last one, which ended in a touchdown. They'll start this drive at the 25-yard line. They line up in an I. He drops back. Across the middle. Got it to his receiver. And down he goes at the 39-yard line. And they beat the blitz that time and came away with a nice play. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 39. Pittsburgh puts 6 DBs on the field to counter this 5-receiver look. And he's taken down at the 49. How about that reception, Lee?
A good throw, plus a nice catch, and some good blocking equals to a chunk of yards. That's exactly what you practice all the time, Brad.
1st and 10. Ball on the 49. The Tigers come out in the ace formation. Back to pass. Pressure coming, and down he goes. LSU calls a timeout, and that was their first timeout. Second down, 14 coming up here. Ball on their own 47. Number 10 has 4 receivers lined up here, and they got him for a loss. So the defensive lineman comes up with a big stop. Here's a 3rd and long situation. This is the 5th play of this drive. The Tigers set up in the gun. Complete. He has some room. They couldn't get the first down.
Well, here they were hoping to get a few extra yards after the catch. Give the defense credit. They held him short.
They line up to punt this one away.
Number 80, back to punt. Jackson, back to return.
It's away, and it's a booming punt. Jackson signals for a fair catch. The offense is back on the field after that last touchdown drive, and let's see if they try to move the ball on the ground again. They'll get the ball here at the 20-yard line. Number 8 with 3 wide receivers. Jackson gets a pitch. Spin move. And down he goes. The halfback picks up a yard.
1-yard gain on the play.
Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 21-yard line. Jackson is the deep back as they line up in the I. He gets another carry, and he's taken down. He picks up 4 yards on the carry.
Gain of 4 on the play.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. Our halftime score, Pittsburgh 10, LSU 7. Second half just about set to get underway as the teams line up for the kick. Hill fields it at the 9. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll take over at the 25.
First and 10.
Number 8 lines up in the shotgun. And down he goes. And they pick up 2 yards.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Second and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 27-yard line. The Panthers line up with 3 wide. On the ground, right side. He tries to spin. And he's taken down. He's been taking it to the opposition all game long.
This halfback has run over, around, and through this defense. This kid's a good-looking football player.
First and 10.
1st and 10.
Ball on the 49.
Ball right around midfield. Pittsburgh lines up in a double tight set. A little misdirection. And down he goes at the 48-yard line. This one might be coming back, folks. Let's check out the penalty.
Got an inadvertent face mask on the defense.
He tugged at that face mask.
It looked pretty incidental to me, but it's still a good call by the ref.
Second and 2 coming up here. Ball on the 43-yard line. The Panthers line up in an I formation on the ground with the tailback. And he's taken down. And that was an excellent run there.
Yeah, that was great blocking, Brad, up front by the offensive line to open up that hole.
It's 1st and 10, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. Number 8 comes to the line with 3 wide. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And down he goes at the 30-yard line. Not much for the runner as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 30. Jackson lines up in the deep back, I formation. They'll go with a run once again. And he's taken down. The halfback runs for 4 yards. Third and 6. Ball on the 26. Pittsburgh sets up in the I. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And down he goes at the 21-yard line. And he is just shy of the first down marker.
You know, this is really good effort on both sides of the ball. Tough running by the offense and great tackling by the defense.
Fourth and short. They hand it off. And he's taken down at the 16. How about that run?
I love this right here. They're just really sticking it to him.
Old-fashioned football, definitely. Just give it to the fullback and let him grind it out for the first down.
It's 1st and 10, and this is the 9th play of the current drive. Number 25 is the single setback. They'll throw on first down. Steps up in the pocket. It falls incomplete. That one might have been 6 if it wasn't for the pressure.
Great job here by the defense of getting in the face of the quarterback and making him throw the ball before he wanted to.
Second and 10. This is the 10th play of this drive. The Panthers line up with 2 tight ends. They'll give it off here. And down he goes. He rumbles ahead and picks up about 5.
5-yard gain on the play.
It's third down and 5 to go. And this is the 11th play of the current drive. The Panthers come out in a shotgun. On the ground with the tailback. And he's taken down. They try to play a little power football there.
Yeah, but they got outpowered.
Number 16 lined up for the field goal. This should be a chip shot. It's up. And it is good. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
Number 17, back to return.
And he got all of this one. Great kick. Number 17 fields it in the end zone. He juked him out of his shoes. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive.
17 on the return.
They'll go to work at the 22-yard line.
22-yard line. First and 10.
LSU comes out with an I formation. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. And he can't get away from the pressure. He couldn't avoid the sack there, Coach.
Hey, that protection has got to get better because you don't want your quarterback to get smacked like that.
It's second down and a long ways to go. Ball on the 15. LSU comes out in the shotgun. He drops back. Throws this one out to the left. Got it. He goes down. He can provide some excitement.
He sure can. And the thing that makes this play successful is the fact that he's on the same page with his quarterback. Sometimes you see wide receivers that don't have their heads in the game, and they make stupid mistakes.
You're right. Then they complain about not getting the ball.
Number 10 has 4 receivers lined up here, and that one's fallen incomplete. A little too much juice on that one.
Yeah, this quarterback sometimes gets a little bit too excited back there and tries to put too much on it. He's got to relax and just make a good throw.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line. LSU sets up with 4 receivers, and now he's going to run. Crosby with a takedown. He gained a couple of yards on the keeper. Third and 8. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Number 10 with 4 wide receivers. Drops back to pass. Throws it to the outside. And it's incomplete. Coach, you made a nice defensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
Fourth and 8. Ball on the 44-yard line.
They come out in a punt formation. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Jackson calls for the fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. A scoring drive the last time out for this offense, and they'll huddle up for this drive. They'll start this drive at the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
Pittsburgh lines up in a shotgun set. They go with the option. And now he decides to pitch it at the 40. He's knocked out of bounds. Wow, what a run that was.
He made the defense look like they were standing still.
First and
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. Jackson lines up as a single back. They'll go with a run once again. And down he goes at the 42. A 1-yard gain on the play. Second and 9. Ball on the 42. One-man backfield. And he's taken down at the 37. A pickup of 5. Third down and 4 coming up on this one. Ball on the 37-yard line. Jackson lines up in a deep back, I formation. Here's the option. Spins upfield. And down he goes at the 29. A nice third down conversion there.
Guys, this offense has a tendency to run the football in this situation, as you can see, with good reason.
Or any situation for that matter. If I'm the coach, I'm going to run the option play over and over again until they prove to me that they can stop it.
It's 1st and 10. This is the 5th play of this drive. Pittsburgh lines up with 3 receivers. Again, he'll get the call. He jukes him. Loose football. And he's taken down at the 28. Boy, they dodged a bullet right there, fellas.
More like dodging a missile. They have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. They have to protect the ball.
But the defense is doing whatever it can to get the ball back. Remember, they're still in this ball game.
2nd and 9. And this is the 6th play of the drive. They line up in an I. Jackson gets it on a pitch. He spins. He's gobbled up in the backfield. Good play there by the defense.
This is just a toss to the tailback, but the defense gets a good read on his play and was able to stop him for a loss.
The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. Jackson lines up as a single back. Back to pass. He steps up, throws, and it falls incomplete. How about that defensive play?
Yeah, somebody better go get the trainer. I'll tell you what, that tailback is lucky to still have his helmet on after that shot.
It looks like they're going to try for the long field goal. He gets it up. No good. He missed it to the left. Here's another look at that field goal. They'll set up shop at the 31-yard line.
At the 31-yard line. 1st and 10.
From the gun. Here's an option, right side. Spinning. Gets past the tackler. And down he goes at the 39. 8 yards on the pickup.
Gain of 8 on the play.
Second and 2. Ball on the 39-yard line. Going with the shotgun here. He drops back. Steps up. Deep pass down the left side. Comes up with a jump ball. They get a nice gain there.
Yeah, nice pass play. You know what, Kirk? I think that defense kind of underestimated the speed of that receiver that time.
Yes, very good observation out of you, my friend. It's going to be interesting to see how they adjust here.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 16. They'll work from the shotgun. throw on first down. Throws it to the outside. Incomplete pass. He was looking for his running back, but the pass just sailed on him. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line. The Panthers bring in the nickel package. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He's got an opening. And it's caught, and he is drilled. It's 3rd down and 5 to go. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Number 10 lines up in the shotgun. Throws to the middle. Noble drops it.
Noble, the intended receiver on the play. Fourth and 5. Ball on the 11-yard line.
Number 10 with 4 wide receivers. Back to pass. And he stops short of the first down. What do we have, Lee?
We have sack number 4 today. This defense came to play, and I love it.
They'll get the ball here at the 14.
At the 14-yard line. 1st and 10.
High formation here. On the ground with the tailback. And he's taken down at the 14-yard line. LSU takes a timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 14. The Panthers line up in an I formation. Here's an opening at the 40, across midfield, at the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He's all the way. Touchdown. Guys, he just hit the 200-yard mark for the ball game.
He's running all over this defense. They clearly weren't prepared for this type of game plan.
As expected, they'll go for 2 points. Hand off to the fullback. They got it. So with less than 2 to go in the 4th quarter, the score is Pittsburgh 21, LSU 7. Pittsburgh ready to kick this one off. Here's the kick. Number 2 takes from the 10. Tries to juke. The offense heads out onto the field. On their last series, they opted to try and convert a 4th down, and they came up short. And it looks like we have our Old Spice players of the game. Number 10 lines up in the shotgun. Rolls to the right. Looks. And he can't make the catch.
Number 88, the intended receiver on the play.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 28. The Tigers set up in the gun. He drops back, throws it to the outside. Caught. And they get the first down on that completion, Coach.
That was a very nice first down conversion. The key to that play was the fact that the quarterback had plenty of time to look downfield.
First and 10. Ball on the 40. The Panthers line up in a nickelback. Drops back to pass. Wants to throw outside. And they do a good job at swatting that one away.
You're right, Brad. Excellent awareness by the defender to know where the football is and get his hand on it.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 40-yard line. Number 10 with 4 wide receivers. Back to pass. He's in trouble with the throw. Complete. And down he goes. How about that play?
That's a good pickup there. He just dropped back and delivered a nice throw.
We've got 3rd and 3 here. This is the 5th play of this drive. They line up in an I. He drops back. He steps up. Going deep. Lays it out there. He's knocked out of bounds. And that reception put him over 100 yards on the day.
Well, this guy is such a big part of this offense. If he doesn't get his numbers, they usually don't have much success moving the football.
And that's why he's so valuable to this football team, Kirk. He's a big-time college football player.
It's 1st and 10, and this is the 6th play of the drive. The Tigers come out in the shotgun, steps up, down the middle, incomplete. He just let his wide out a little too much that time.
Intended receiver on the play.
2nd and 10, ball on the 14. LSU in a 4-wide set. Drops back to pass. Across the middle. That was a dangerous throw.
Oh, not a very good decision. He's got to either throw this one away or take a sack. You don't want to go back to the sideline and have a discussion with the old ball coach if that had been an interception.
The defense will try to stop this 3rd down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. They'll work from the shotgun. Back to pass. End zone. And an outstanding play defensively.
Yeah, he timed it perfectly and managed to get a hand in there to deflect the ball away.
Obvious passing situation here. Steps up in the pocket. And it's caught. And he's taken down at the 9-yard line. Not much of a chance on that one.
Well, they had to go for it. We're at a point where there's not much time left, and you got to put it all on the line.
They'll take over at the 9. The Panthers come out in a 2 tight end set. And down he goes. LSU calls a timeout. And now they've only got 1 remaining. Second down and 5. Ball on the 14. Pittsburgh comes out with 2 tight ends. And he's taken down. LSU takes a timeout, and that was their last timeout. It's 3rd down and 2 to go. Ball on the 17. And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. There's the kneel down by the quarterback. and this ball game's over. Any final thoughts on this one, Coach?
Well, it was a pretty good game by both teams, but I was really impressed the way this game was won. Pittsburgh faced a pretty good opponent in this one, but they just marched right through them. I'm telling you, these guys are for real.
We here at EA Sports thank you for watching this game of NCAA Football 2004. Our final score in this one, Pittsburgh 21, LSU 7. So for Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, this is Brad Nessler saying goodbye, everybody, and thanks for tuning in.